Hello, everybody. This is Pastor O of Living Tree Church, and I'm so glad that you could join us. Now, I ask you, what are some things that you do or habits that you have that are not bad but aren't God's best for you? Oh, I'm sure you can name a few. You know, what can you replace those things with that will help you grow as a Christ follower? You know, some things are not necessarily wrong. They're just not necessarily good for your life. And those things that are not necessarily good for your life need to go because they are keeping you from living the life that God wants you to live. You see, in life, it's about control. Either something controls you or you control it. And the best place and the best control to have is to place it in God's hands, to put your life in God's hands. You see, most choices you make in life are not really a matter of something between good and bad. It's more a matter of what's best for you. And if we want what is best for us, then we need to just let God take control. You see, the best life that we can live is the life that God controls. All you got to do is to let it go. So you might ask, well, how do we let God take control? The first step to letting God take control is to just humble yourself and let God help you with that change. In Romans 6:12-13, it says, don't let sin control the way that you live, and don't give in to sinful desires. Instead, give yourselves completely, listen to that word, give yourselves completely to God. For at once you were dead, but now you have a new life. So use your whole body as an instrument to do what is right for the glory of God. So again, I ask you, my friend, a question. Do you really want to change? That's really the eternal question. I think most people want to change. I think it's the struggle. I think it's the effort that has to come from changing. But you know what? When we let God take control, He works it all out. He puts in the effort. The question is are you willing to do these things that bring about the change? Because I hear people say, you know what, I'm so tired of trying and failing. You know, along the way, sometimes you get so tired, you just stop trying. Instead, I'm asking you, start trusting God. You see, God is really the only one who gives you the power, who gives you the option to be able to change. And He gives you the opportunity to depend on Him. He's given you all His power, all His strength, all His perseverance, and all His hope, all His love, if only you depend on Him. You don't need to depend on yourself. See, when you depend on yourself, you get frustration instead of freedom. See, God wants you to have freedom, but it doesn't come unless you trust Him. Freedom doesn't come unless you trust Him. So why not give it all to Christ? What if you got to lose? Every day you are being controlled by something. You know it. You wake up with it. You go through your day with it. You go to sleep with it. It still controls you. You may be controlled by your own ego or by your own expectations of other people. You may be controlled by fear or guilt or resentment, perhaps even bitterness. And you may be controlled by a substance or a habit or alcohol or something of the like. But are you controlled by something every day? Yes, you are. You are controlled by something every day. You see, when we humble ourselves and ask God for help, He takes control. Freedom comes when you choose that He's going to control you. That's real freedom, my friend. When you choose Christ, when you choose Him to take control of your life, when you choose Him to maneuver you through life, to be the master of your life, then you can master everything else. If God is not number one in your life, if God is not in control, then something else is. And whatever that is, it will control you. And not only will it control you, it will destroy you. My friend, you gotta let it go, and you gotta just give it to God. Let God take control. When Christ is in control of your life, He always moves you in the right direction. He makes straight the road before you. He takes the frustration and brings in the freedom. He takes out the bitterness, the pain, and brings in the joy. He takes out all these other things and gives you peace. You see, we can only live the life that God has planned for us when God is in control. So my friend, give it up. Stop resisting. It's time to let God take control. Trust in the Lord, my friend. I hope this word has encouraged you today, and I want to thank you for being with us. Again, this is Pastor O. Stay strong and press on.